No, the feed. Okay, I'm live. Hey, Ken. Howdy, guys. There's at least 2 people watching, so there's something. And I'm watching from the brand new account that I've got on YouTube, the brand new channel that I just opened up. Son of a bitch. Oh, 1 second. I've got a problem already. Wow. Because basically got the channel and we've got like the regular upload defaults. That's the upload default. The description. So what gives? Because I'm uploading a video right now. I'm doing that right now. Okay, I'm done. But I'm going to get on to the chat. I'm sorry about this. There's some bullshit happening right now. Yeah. Wow, there's some major bullshit happening right now. Oh well. Hey, Ellie. So, the expansion of the TUBBS network basically is up and running. We've got like we already have like a couple of channels, and essentially, I say we, it's just me. But I wanted to brainstorm and figure out exactly how to let some of you guys help with the channel and stuff. I understand that it's pretty late there in the States. It's coming up to 7 AM here in the UK. It's probably going to be a bit, yeah. Like I said in the description of this video, I don't think anyone's going to be up. I shouldn't be up early, but I'm trying to screw with my sleep cycle to actually fix it. On account of it's been super hot here in the daytime. Ugh, see, tired. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, basically in the last live stream I did, I actually announced something that has been on my mind for a while, and that is basically the expansion of the TUBBS network. And that is that basically I've got one major channel that's very popular for me. That's really popular for me. And basically I've got a bunch of other channels. I've got a street channel, which basically just is sci-fi stuff. I've got this channel, which is just the vlogs and the live streams and stuff, and it's currently being used as a it's kind of like a lifeboat for the TUBBS channel. The TUBBS channel is being kind of like slightly shut down on account of they didn't like one of my videos, so they gave me a community guideline strike. So yeah, but no, I decided to basically do the expansion of the channels, and that means that I'm going to add channels to the TUBBS network instead of just being these 3 channels. I also have a professional channel, but the professional channel isn't up yet. That's for my Etsy store, my my regular artwork and stuff. But like I said, that has no content. It's pilot TUBBS, I think. But yeah, so yeah, I'm basically going to have all these channels, and it's going to be a bit weird. But yeah, it's exciting at the same time, trying to do this properly and everything. Right now, the new channel is called Build a TUBBS, just Build a TUBBS. It's going to have the Workahog videos on it, and I'm uploading the first video now, so that's why the live stream might be a bit choppy for a few minutes. Chris, it's really annoying because I was like, I don't think Chris or Jeffrey or anybody that I was just reiterating what I was saying at the end of the last live stream. Because I didn't think that you would or anybody else would be around to help me explain this. But no, you're there now, and you're just saying night TUBBS. Yeah, fair enough. Night, Chris. By the way, Chris, if you want to go check out the other channel, the new channel is the Workahog channel is Builder TUBBS, and I'm uploading some of the raw footage from the last video, but I'm not doing the editing for the new video. But if you're still here, hit a key and I'll say goodnight to you properly. I'm probably going to go to bed after I upload this anyway. Like this. Belly rubs and belly sweep. Oh, okay, all right. Well, you can look at it later. Honestly, there's nothing there yet. It's just an empty channel. Anyway, yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Damn it. Yeah. So each of the weekly topics, I've got weekly topics at the moment, and I bounce between them on the TUBBS channel. However, a while ago, before this comment came up, a couple of people posted comments basically saying that they would like to see. Thanks, TUBBS. So many rubs for you. Night, Chris. Once you go, by the way, I'm going to be talking to myself because, yeah, I don't think anyone else is here. I think Ken came on, but then, yeah. Anyway, yes, I have weekly topics, and basically, a couple of people have commented that that they really like some of my stuff on my channel, but because I upload so frequently, they kind of don't want to see the rest of the stuff, and that's completely understandable. A lot of Lunars might not be interested in like the foot fetish stuff. A lot of the belly play guys might not be interested in the. Actually, no, they will be. I was gonna say something like gassy, the gassinesses and the piggy noises, and stuff. The pup people might not be that interested in the. I'm trying to think of all the other things of the inflation stuff. Yeah. So basically, if you're going to get like these in the subscriptions, then basically, yeah. However, I've kind of like I had an idea before that I would basically make multiple channels. That's how it was going to be originally. That the Tank Tubs channel was going to be just for the big videos, the bigger videos, and that basically I was going to have smaller channels that were going to deal with specific topics, as it were. But then I figured that it won't be. It would basically. I didn't want to do that. But basically, the Tank Tubs channel is a big part of me, you know. So I kind of put the idea to the back of my head and said that basically that yeah, I wouldn't get the people like all of my stuff or none of my stuff, you know. But this has been going on for years. I've been thinking about this for like a couple of years now. But I think I've got to the point where like I do see a lot of comments basically asking for one thing or the other. I do see a lot of people basically saying, I really like this kind of video. I really like this kind of video. Instead of saying, I really like your channel, you know, like they used to say in the past. So I basically am going to not split the channel. The channel's going to have all of the main content. It's going to have the main content on it. It's going to have the all the big stuff, all of the big the long uploads with the end title credits and everything. It's going to have everything in it. The small channels aren't. They're going to be the raw footage for that particular video, for that kind of that particular bit of content, and they're going to be based on the weekly topics. So hopefully this doesn't mean that I'm going to have 20 channels. I am going to basically split up the topics for a lot. I'm going to split up the topics a lot. And the Tank Tubs channel is going to be remaining for all of the live events. I'm going to put in, I'm going to host on the Tank Tubs channel. So there won't be a Councillor Tubbs channel. There won't be an art stream channel. There won't be anything like this. There won't be a pick dub channel. Yeah. I have to look at the topics again. Which I'm okay with. Just give me a moment. Well, myself. I'm basically talking amongst myself, I guess. The guys that I mainly brainstorm with are basically not around at the moment. How's the upload doing? Let's double check that. 0% uploaded. Or 11% uploaded. It's going to take an hour and 50 minutes. That is bullshit. Yeah. So basically, there is going to be a Balloon Tubbs channel eventually. The Workahog channel is the one that I'm currently working on now. I'm building it. The Belly Play channel. I think I'm gonna have that as its own channel, but it's going to be called something like the Tank of Tubbs. They're all going to be called something else, and they're all going to have my name in it. It's still going to be called Tubbs, something Tubbs. The reason why I didn't put Workahog Tubbs because I didn't know that name had already been taken by something apparently, and also Builder Tubbs just sounds better. So yeah, the Tank of Tubbs is going to be its own channel, and that's going to be the Belly Play one. Yes, there's going to be a feet channel. We're going to have to figure out how to do that. There's going to be a piggy noise channel. So that's going to be the burping channel, which is fine. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, the guest channel, there is not going to be a guest week channel. Just going through the list. There's not going to be a guest week channel. That's going to be like a kind of a main channel stay, I think, a mainstay on the channel. There's not going to be an art week, an art channel, sorry, an art week channel. That's basically going to stay on either here or Tank Tubs. Eating/food, that's probably going to have its own channel as well. A lot of these channels won't be, there's not going to be a lot of uploads to these channels. That's the sad part of it, I guess. But yeah. There might be a leather channel. I think there might be a leather channel. As for the furry channel, I don't think the furry stuff is going to work. That's also going to be kind of a bit of a, it's a bit too niche. That's the problem. You know, it's a little bit too niche. That's like the art stuff as well. So that stuff will either be on the pup channel or not. The pup tubs is going to be its own channel. That's going to be a thing. Funnel week is probably going to be in the eating /food week channel. And of course, there's going to be an inflation channel. I know most people are going to look forward to that one. But yeah. But there's going to be a Fat Daddy channel, yeah. There's not going to be an advice week channel. And the pipe and cigar channel, I think I'm gonna put in one channel. I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I don't have enough cigars to basically do that. Yeah, the live stream's not gonna be a thing. The Squish channel. I might do that. I might have a Squish channel. Voting week is probably going to be in the eating/food week channel stuff. I might do that instead of that. And the padding thing is also going to be in its own channel, but I'm not sure about that. That bridge when it comes to it. So yeah, those are the ones that we're basically thinking of doing so far. But Builder Tubs is its own thing. So yeah, welcome back, Ken. Welcome back, Ken. Yeah. So essentially, the channels are going to be split up into categories like that. I guess they are going to be. There's not going to be like 20 channels, but there is going to be a fair amount of channels anyway. There's going to be a fair amount of diversity in channels. So yeah, it's exciting. I had to move to my bedroom. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, it's exciting. It's just kind of, yeah. The thing is that basically, like when Chris was here, Chris was one of the people that I was talking to. I still need to figure out exactly how I'm going to do the having the moderators and having people that I trust to basically look after certain channels and stuff. And I trust a bunch of you. I really do. But essentially, it's like the whole doing a guest appearance, guest thing. I kind of like I need to kind of like a vetting process or something to happen. But I'm not entirely sure just yet. So there's not going to be 20 channels, but there is going to be at least 10. There's going to be at least 10 different channels on the TUBBS network. So yeah, it's exciting, kind of. that's all I've got. That's all of the announcement. That's all of the announcement. A lot of new stuff happening this year. A lot of new stuff. One of the good things is that basically this will protect my channel. This will protect the TUBBS channel from being shut down, because there are a few people that don't want me on the internet. And again, I'm not complaining. I'm not really complaining. It's just that like they potentially could succeed in shutting down one of the channels, but they won't be able to shut down all of them. So this will be good lifeboat. Like right now, I'm doing this live stream on the regular LiveTUBBS channel, the vlogging, the live stream channel. I basically this will be a thing. Ooh, but yeah, sounds exciting, TUBBS. Well, hopefully it's going to be exciting. I know what channel you probably watch, because remember they're based on the topics. So I know what channel that you'll probably watch, which is fun. It's funny. So yeah. So it'll be nice and split up, and people won't keep complaining about when's the next weather video, because yeah. Well, they probably will, but I won't have to deal with it so much on the TUBBS channel. Because that was the original reason for basically for doing this, like a couple of years ago. But now it's not so much. You have to forgive me. It's like really early in the morning. Well, it's really late in the morning. I haven't been asleep. 20% done. That's pretty good. Yeah. This is going to be a killer to basically moderate, but it's going to be fine. I'm going to have to look through the comments on every single channel all the time. Oh. I don't know. But yeah, there's going to be that channel, and then like they're going to be created as on a week by week basis as we go through the weekly topics. So yeah, it's going to be weird keeping track of the uploads to each channel as well. But yeah. Oh, I don't know what to say now. I'm done. I'm done talking. I've said my speech. So I'm basically like, yeah. You're going to be a busy guy, probably. Considering this is basically a hobby of mine. Like, yeah, probably. Oh dear. I figured out a way to actually store all of these video files and stuff on my computer now, so that's something. You know, my luck, YouTube will actually shut down tomorrow or something now. Now I'm doing all of this stuff on YouTube, it will shut down tomorrow. It's already losing people on YouTube so fast now. I don't know why this is all happening now, but yeah. What are you up anyway? What are you up, Ken? This late, early. What's late for you? It's early for me. But it's really late / early. You know what I mean? My beard needs to be trimmed. Don't jinx yourself. Well, I don't have to. This stuff usually happens to me anyway. It'll probably not be just that low. It'll probably be like, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's something I should do. I should basically like hit a button. That's the new channel. That's the new channel. So if, I just wrote new channel, and yeah, if you follow that channel, that's where the new Builder Tubbs channel is. I should have done that when Chris was here because Chris wanted to find the channel. He's probably been very sweet and already subscribed. Nope, he hasn't subscribed yet. An hour and 15 minutes, really? Whatever. You're right, Ken. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to have mine before my bedtime. Which will probably be fairly soon. But yeah. I suppose you have any suggestions or any ideas about the new channel? What do you think is going to happen? Yeah, what channel are you going to look forward to? Remember, they're basically going to be in the categories. So, what channel are you looking forward to? I subbed. So if I do this. So if I refresh the page, then basically it tells me, oh, yeah, there you are. Yeah, what channels will you subscribe to? Which channels will you subscribe to? I mean, there'll be the TUBBS channel, but which channels will you subscribe to? I mean, you've subscribed to the Builder TUBBS channel, but why did you do that? Do you like the Builder TUBBS character, the workaholic character? Is that 8? Because I would have thought that you would have liked the other channel, the what, I don't know what I'm going to call it, because basically it's going to be the the pipe channel, but there isn't going to be a pipe channel. Even though it's in the weekly topics, it's not going to be a pipe channel. It's going to be a pipe and cigar channel, because essentially I don't see the point. I don't have cigars that often enough to actually have an entire channel dedicated to that, So this is only going to be the big topics. So yeah, I would have thought that you would have liked the tobacco tubs. It might just be called tobacco tubs. I don't know, because they're going to be named different things, but they're going to have like my name in it. Like the Builder Tubbs thing. I'll subscribe to it. Well, it's not up yet. It's not up yet. I literally am doing them on a week by week basis, so I don't get overwhelmed. This is kind of a test to see if this whole concept works. But yeah, it'll also be good for yeah, it'll just be good. So yeah, like I said, I thought you would have subscribed to the tobacco tubs. Oh boy. I don't know what to do. Kind of like, I'm tired and I'm excited at the same time. Holy shit, Jeffrey, what are you doing up? What are you doing up, Jeff? I'd be interested in tobacco. Yeah, I bet you would. Yeah. So yeah, Jeffrey, what are you doing up? I've explained a bunch of stuff. I did all the announcements at the beginning of the video. I'm not going to go over it again, but you basically were there for the gist of it anyway. So yeah. I'm uploading, I'm watching this and uploading a video from the new account. If you basically, I know why you're here, Ken. You said that you have insomnia before, but I don't know why Jeffrey's here. I'm happy. I'm just confused because, like I said in the description, I bet nobody's up because yeah. But no, that's cool. Did your phone explode or something when I basically when I came on and you get like an alarm set up or something? I don't understand. Because I'm tired. I'm genuinely tired. But I've got to stay up for another few hours. Did Jeffrey come on and then immediately fall asleep on his keyboard or something? Yeah. I love you, Jeffrey. Oh. Yeah, Jeffrey was here when I announced it the first time I announced it. I just happened to see you were on. You are too funny, TUBBS. So yeah, but were you like asleep or something? I don't know why. I want to know. Just like I said, I just it must be really early there. That's all. I mean, the Terminator is just it's only just sunrise here, so maybe I'm just delayed. I don't know. 18%, 31%. That's a big discrepancy. But yeah. So yeah, I'm like viewing this 1:30 here. So for Jeffrey, it must be like, well, it's 5 hours. So it must be at least 2:30 or 3:30. Yeah, why are you up so early, Jeff? Why are you up so early? I think there's a delay. It's probably my fault because I'm uploading the video and everything. I'm uploading the first video to the channel. I'm getting notifications. I've got 2 notifications. I've got 2 notifications. Yes, I had dozed off. I woke up and I saw you were on it's 2:30 here. Yeah, I figured. Anyway, Jeff, I went through the list of basically channels that are probably going to be up and stuff, and we were just discussing which channels that people would be subscribed to. And I know, Jeffrey, that you would definitely be subscribed to a few of them, if not all of them. But like, which ones in particular would you like, based on the weekly topics? Which ones will you be sub to? Just curiously. I have no drink in here. I was gonna have my before bed pipe, but I can't because I have no drink in here. I finished off all my fizzy. To be honest, I've had way too much fizzy just recently. I don't know if you can overdose on Pepsi Max. I don't think you can, but I think I've got a lot of sweetener in me, artificial sweetener. Don't know. What do you think about the TUBBS network? Let's try to have some conversation going. I'm gonna relax and get out of work mode. Get the chair out of work mode. Actually, no, not yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly edit these videos together because I've got a bunch of videos. This won't take long at all. Well, I'm hoping it won't take long. I would sub to them all, TUBBS. I like them also. It would all be good to me. Great. But which ones would you like the bestiest? Obviously, the Builder TUBBS channel. If you can't find it, let me know. It's just called Builder TUBBS. It's the Workahog TUBBS. It's the Workahog channel, basically. But essentially, Workahog, it didn't sound as short and smooth as I wanted it to, so basically I just put Builder TUBBS. So as this was your pick, I'm going to say that you're probably going to be subscribed to that channel first, not just because it's the first channel. I was saying that all the live stream ones, all the live stream channels, they're probably going to be on the Tanker TUBBS. They're not going to be on their own channel. They're probably still going to be on the Tanker TUBBS and this channel, basically. So yeah. Also, when I'm filming, to save filming live streams being on the Tanker TUBBS channel, I probably will be doing it on the individual channels themselves as well. Whenever I'm doing filming. Yeah, it's quite nice. I'm going to get up. When I wake up, I probably have to go to dinner. I probably have to go out to dinner. but I'm okay with that. I got way too much sleep last night. Well, yesterday, because I came into the house when it was too hot. So definitely gonna change my shirt. I've got a whole bunch of donut and icing crap on me. So yeah. Yeah, Jeff, if you scroll up in the chat, you probably can find the builder tubs, like person that says new channel exclamation mark, and basically if you go to that person and click on it and then go to channel, then yeah, that's right, Italian. It's exactly, I'm gonna have Italian for breakfast. It'll be nice and stuffed. It's gonna be really good. And then I've got editing to do, which will be fun. I still have to do these people's commissions and stuff. I've done another drawing and stuff, but I don't know if anybody, I don't know if they want me to share it publicly yet. So yeah. Oh, by the way, that guy got back to me. The guy with the picture, the Vor picture that I did, and he really liked it. Just occurred to me that basically, if I upload the raw footage of the holiday, all the holiday stuff that I did, and that will give me a better idea of what to leave out, what clip that they object to, so I can re-edit that other footage. So I just brainstorming. That's the whole point of this. You guys even listening? Come on, talk to me while this upload's happening. I'm not doing anything right now. He said, yeah. He said that, wow, it really came out great. And then he said that the pig is sexy. So, Yeah, he's definitely a piggy person more than a wolfy person. I kind of feel guilty about not putting too much pig in it. I did give the pig a big dick. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why he likes the piggy bow. I don't know. I've done some avatar, some reference sheets for people. So that would be nice. But again, I don't know if they want that public or not, because reference sheets are, yeah. I'm glad you like the channel, by the way. It's not fully up and running yet, but then again, yeah, it takes a little while for it to kick in. I can't upload videos for that longer than I can't upload videos that are longer than 15 minutes. But it should be enabled after I've done the live streaming. I've enabled it to do live streaming, so they've all got to be enabled to do live streaming, and they've got a verification process so that you can do live streaming where they basically, you enter a phone number and then they either phone you or they text you a verification code, which is weird. Like, why would you need to do that? Seriously. I guess it's for bot accounts or something. I don't know. Just seems odd. But yeah, I'm uploading the raw footage from the last builder, the workhog videos. I'm loading the last of that footage, and then I'm going to probably upload the footage from the video that I'm uploading, that I'm going to be editing fairly soon. Okay, yes, that is different. What's different? What's going on? What am I missing? What am I missing? So I'm using this as a mirror. Even though it doesn't matter because I'm going to go to bed soon. and my beard is going to get even more messed up. I'm going to go sleep. Ugh. I think we've lost Ken. I think he might have fallen asleep. Can you OD on like Pepsi Max? I'm pretty sure you can't, but yeah. I wonder how long channel names can be, because the funnel week, bloating week, and eating/food week are all going to be on one channel. Shut up! I just mentioned food and my belly grumbled. Very good, Tubbs. I was hoping you would get sleep after the stream. I don't think so. Well, oh, you can't OD on Pepsi Max. Really? There's really no side effects to the amount of artificial sweeteners that they put in it. They put a lot of artificial sweeteners in it. That's good. Because I've gone through, recently I've been going through, because I've been thirsty, because it's been hot, and because I've had that weird throat thing. I thought I might have been sick and stuff. I've basically been going through like a 2-liter bottle a day, and that's not normal for me. Normally I get 3 2-liter bottles, and basically That lasts me a week and a half. So that's like 2 liters a week, 4 liters a week. So yeah, I normally drink juice and stuff. I like juice. I like juice a lot. And not that crappy like stuff from concentrate. It's always like squished juice, proper juice. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Chris was here very briefly, by the way. Chris came on because as he was going to bed. So yeah, but we didn't get to talk much. He basically came on to say goodnight. So yeah. I like juice. Jeffrey, it's just so annoying that you're so far away. You know, I feel like we would be best friends, but you're like far away. When's that Hyperloop thing gonna be finished already? Jesus. Yeah. As far as online friends that I've basically that I've only talked to online, I would say that you are definitely kind of like, you're definitely my best online friend ever. Shut up. It's really annoying in me, my belly. It won't shut up. It being noisy. I know I'm hungry, but I can't eat anything because I'm gonna go to bed soon-ish. So yeah, I finished off half the rest of the Krispy Kremes like an hour ago. Well, more than that, 2 hours ago probably. I read a really nice fiction thing on DeviantArt. I uploaded everything to DeviantArt. I read a really nice it was like just a story, just a really nice story, a 4-part kind of like story, and it was just really nice. It was called Big or something. I think it's called Big. But no, it was just so sweet the way that it was all laid out. I was going to say it's kind of like gainer fiction or something, but it wasn't gainer fiction. It was just it was appreciation fiction. I think it was because there was no weight gain. There was nothing fantastical about the story. It was just really nicely written. But it was so irritating because it's so short. The story's so short. It's about like a slimmer guy meeting with a bigger guy, and it's basically all, and it's just really, it was just a really sweet story. It's on DeviantArt. I don't know if you can find DeviantArt, Jeffrey, but it's on DeviantArt. I don't know if it's anywhere else online. It might be. Yeah. Tubbs, you're definitely my best friend too. Oh. I love you, Tubbs. You are the sweetest. Oh, what do I do? What do I do now? I'm happy at all by being so far away from you. Eventually we will meet, even if it doesn't happen. Oh, okay. Yeah, even if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't happen next year, then eventually, like, I'm either going to go over to see you, or you're going to come here to see me, and it would be nice. Yeah, other video's done. That's going to be ready to upload. How are we doing on the upload? 45 minutes remaining. Oh no, it is 45 minutes remaining for the first upload to the LiveTUBBS channel. Wait a minute. 2 subscribers. It's only showing 1 in my notifications. Isn't that weird? But it's showing 2 there now, so that's it. Yeah, that video is finished editing. It's all good. Ken says, I'm back. I just prepared my mum's tea. Okay. She up to? Wow. Well, you missed a bunch of stuff, I guess. But yeah. Now I really don't know what to say. See, now Ken's back, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Did you want me to spoil this story for you, by the way, Jeff? I don't know if you've got if you checked DeviantArt or anything. I'm going to stick around for another few minutes. I normally don't like to go over an hour, but yeah. I wish there was like a way that I could make people Red Dragon. Oh dear. Yeah, I wish there was a way that I could make people moderators of the channel and stuff, so that they can check the comments and everything. But you can only be moderator of the chat room. I don't know if you can actually do that. Oh, you don't mind about the ruining of the story? Yeah, this is a really nice story called Big on DeviantArt. It's really, really sweet and really nice. Basically, there's a barista who basically he works in a city somewhere, I guess, and it doesn't basically say where the city, where the story is set. But there's a barista. Yeah, I know what it is, Ken. I know, that's why I said, oh dear. Yeah. Well, she's an adult, she knows what she's getting into. Yeah, there's a barista, and he's kind of like a young, he's an ex-art student, an art history student, and basically he works as a barista now because basically he couldn't find a job in his field and stuff. And he's just he's working in the city, and he basically has he basically finds one of his customers attractive, and apparently he's a fairly tall, kind of like stubbly faced builder. So it kind of relates. But no, he's this really big, I think he's black. I'm not entirely sure. I think they mentioned he's got brown skin once in the entire story. But he's got a solid ball belly. and that's what drew his attention, this barista's attention to it. But no, it's his favorite piece of eye candy and stuff. And anyway, one day when it's like super busy in the coffee shop, the the barista basically is doing people's coffees and everything, and doesn't notice that his favorite piece of eye candy is basically standing right in front of him, and he goes to hand out the coffee to the next person that's in line, which is his eye candy, and he's saying, you know, like, tall dark coffee for, and he looks at him and he completely just gets word salad, and he just says big, and the guy kind of smirks and says yeah, and he just takes his coffee and goes. And the poor kid is mortified because he feels like a younger guy. The poor kid's mortified because he just said big. He could have picked any other word, but he said big. I know he sounds sexy. He does sound sexy, actually. Yeah, the younger, slimmer guy sounds cute, and the older guy sounds sexy, and that's they put really lots of detail into these characters in the story. Ken, do you have a DeviantArt account? If you don't even have to have one, I think you can look up the story. It's called Big. I can't remember who it's by. It's by somebody that I really like, that I subscribe to. Obviously, that's how I found it. Because I was going through all the art commissions while I uploaded a bunch of my stuff. Anyway, yeah, the kid is mortified, but the guy just walks off with his coffee, and like the kid basically is just really irritated that he slipped up like this, and like his work colleague is like she witnessed the whole thing, and he already told her that he really finds that guy attractive, and it was just so embarrassing for him. I love that. Yes, he does sound sexy. Yeah, like a yeah. And then like basically a couple of days later, the guy comes back, and he basically says to the guy, you know, what is the name of the channel? No, it's on DeviantArt. It's on DeviantArt on a different website. It's not this channel. Yeah. It's not raunchy or anything like that. It's literally just like how these two people meet and their dates and stuff. Ken, it's not gain of fiction or anything. If anything, it's an excerpt of a novel that should definitely be written, because it's so good, and it's so sweet, and it's so nice. Anyway, yeah. So a few days later, he comes back in, and and he manages to get out of the coffee line out from behind the register, and basically confronts the guy, and basically says, "Look, I'm really sorry. I can't remember his name. I can't remember the names of the people. I think one of them's Jason. One of them's like, it's an M word. I want to say Mark, but it's not Mark. But anyway, let's just say he's Mark. But yeah, he says like he says, Mark, you know, Mark, I'm really sorry, you know, the other day. And then basically the guy says, how do you know my name? That completely derails him again. And he just completely, he's so sweet and bumbling and stuff like that. But yeah, he just says like, so I was just really nervous, and I blurted out the first thing that came to mind, and I'm so sorry, I don't normally do this. And he says, oh, I didn't take it as an insult or anything, I'm not offended, you know. So Don't worry about it. And then he's like, oh, great, thanks. And then he goes to leave, and the guy's like, well, you know my name. How about giving me your name? So he gives him his name, and it's like, right. And he says, I'll see you later. And then basically he goes away, but he comes back later that day, and this completely screws up Jason's plan. The younger guy. Do you know that's cool? It is cool, yeah. It has all sorts of stuff on it. So later that day, he kind of like sheepishly kind of is playing him a little bit, and he goes to make the coffee order, and Jason is not doing the baristering, he's doing the orders. He's then going to do the baristering, but no, he takes the order, and Mark comes up to him and talks to him, and basically says, it's like, hey, hello again, and kind of like plays a little bit with him, kind of like puts both arms on the register, and basically like kind of does the whole thing, and just being kind of a jerk to this guy who obviously thinks that he's attractive, a lovable jerk, basically twisting some nerves or something. And yeah, he gives him his coffee order, and he says, I'll see you in a second then, and then asks him, he goes to ask him something, but he doesn't actually ask him something. And then I'm going to go through the entire story. I'm going to go through the entire story. I don't care. Yeah. He then, so in order to get him back for this, when he prepares the coffees, he switches with his girlfriend, basically, in the other barista, and he goes to make the actual drinks. And instead of calling out Mark, till coffee for Mark, he says, hot cup of Joe for the big guy. And basically, Mark's standing right there, waiting for his drink, and he kind of gives him this stone cold expression with the raised eyebrow and everything. It's like, did he just really do that? It's just so funny. It's just so funny because this completely screws up Jason's revenge plan, because he thinks that he's really mortified him now, but he hasn't. Because he then smirks and takes his coffee, and he says, I didn't think you had the balls to do that. And he says, can I ask you when you get off work? And he does tell him when he gets off work. So he basically tells him where he works, and then Jason gets off work. He goes to meet him at where he works, which is a construction site, and basically he waits there for like an hour in anguish, because Mark did say that it might take me a while. Yeah, that's the kind of the time I get off work, but it might be a bit later because we're working on a project or something, and they like to grill us sometimes on stuff, and they're like, okay. So yeah. He makes him wait an hour, and then Mark comes out, and they then walk for a little bit around a park, and then they go to a pizza place because Mark is still in his work gear. How do I find your channel listings? What channel listings? Yeah. They then go to a pizza place, and then Mark offers him a ride home, which he takes in his truck, because basically the pizza place is quite near where they started off at the construction site, and basically just as they're about to leave, he gives Jason gives Mark a hug. Mark offers a hug, and basically Jason, the younger guy, goes in to hug him, and as he's hugging him, and this is the really sweet part. As he's hugging him, he basically, gives him a big squeeze and basically cups his, he holds either side of Mark's belly and begins stroking it. But when he looks up, Mark is confused. He doesn't know exactly what's going on. Ken says, all your channels. I'm going to tell you what they are. I've only got like 3. There's Bear Tubs, Tank Tubs, and now Builder Tubs. That's all there is. They're not. I don't have a huge, vast array yet. They're going to be announced as the weeks go by, just so I can test out how well this idea works. You know. Anyway, yeah. So Jason's then mortified again and says, "I'm so sorry," and then bolts out of the car, and then shuts the door to his apartment, and then basically flops onto the sofa, thinking that he's basically just ruined this date. This really nice date with his. I'm sub to them all. That's great. I appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, thinking that he's just completely ruined this day, and it's just this whole thing of like him torturing himself all the time. Basically, checks his phone. He's got a message from Mark. They've exchanged numbers. Basically, like, but he doesn't read it. He just swipes it away because basically he can't deal with that at the moment. He feels like he's ruined everything. And then because he feels like he's just touched somebody where they didn't want to be touched. He did something that he shouldn't have done. You know, he's kind of ruined like this whole day. So yeah, he basically goes into work the next day and is just really mopey and soppy, and his girlfriend is like his girlfriend is trying to talk to him and basically tell him that that it doesn't look well, and he's like, yeah, I know, I'm not feeling great, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm not feeling that. It's like, well, if you're not feeling well, you shouldn't be at work because, you know, we don't want customers to be sick and stuff. It's like, it's not that kind of not well. And basically she tries to get him to open up to talk to him about it, and basically he's like, it takes him a while until he's on his like lunch break. And when he's on his lunch break, he basically does get a whole, she comes over to him and basically she asks him, like, you can't have been that bad and stuff, just tell me what happened. So he tells everything that happened, and she's basically like, so you think you ruined it? I mean, that's just from your perspective, so like you rubbed his belly, then he kicked you out of his car, and he's like, no, I basically ran for it. It's like, you just ran for it? And it's like, oh, I said I was sorry, and then I ran for it. And she's like, so what was his reaction to you saying sorry? And it's like, and he's like, I don't know, I basically just left. It's like, so he left as well, just like that. And he said, no, he sent me a message, probably telling me that he never wants to see me again and stuff like that. I know he didn't do anything terribly wrong, but this is how he's feeling. This is just how he's feeling. So then basically he says that no, he did leave me a message, but I didn't want to read it. Just, yeah. And she says, well, like, what if this isn't it though? What if this isn't the end of everything and stuff like that. Well, if he comes in, it's like he's never going to come in here again. I basically molested him. and she's like, could I see the message that you left? And he's like, well, I haven't even looked at it. I don't think it's going to be any good. Like I said, it's probably just going to be something bad. And she says that it's like, I'm going to either track him down and ask him what he wrote you, or you're going to have to send me that. You're going to have to show me the message, because I don't believe you. It's a really funny thing. It just sounds so funny. So he's like, fine, you can read the message. So he gets out his phone and he like opens up the messenger, and like he doesn't want to read it, but he sees that the first few lines are, hey, I'm sorry that this happened, ... And he's like kind of shocked. And she's like, well, let me see the message. He's like, wait a minute, I'm just opening it up. And he basically pushes it, and then he reads the rest of the message. And basically what Mark said was like, I'm sorry that it ended that way, but I had a very good time with you last night. And, I'm sorry if I reacted so strangely, but nobody's ever said that this has been a positive thing. But, nobody's ever rubbed my belly and said that it was a positive thing, and that I kind of enjoyed it. So I probably won't react that way next time you basically do it. I was just confused. I wasn't annoyed. And, I'm looking forward to our next date. And it was like, he basically is like, first he feels really good about it, but then he feels really annoyed at Mark, because he feels like, for some reason, that it's his fault, that it's Mark's fault for basically making him feel really shit for a day and a half, basically. And then it's really nicely written, this guy's reactions. Whoever wrote this story has obviously been Jason at some stage. It's just hysterical. Yeah. And then he's like back to feeling really good again. But no, eventually they do have like a second date. And like it turns out that like he was in the first date they go through each other's backstories a little bit. Like he studied art, Jason studied art and art history and stuff like that. Really likes how to get to know how things work and stuff. And Mark is actually not just in construction because he's in construction because he's actually really intelligent, and like he's only in construction because it gets him the materials he needs to do his sculpting. He's a sculptor, and he's a really good one, apparently. And that gets Jason excited again, because art is sculpture, sculpture art. They go together. It's really nice. It's a really nice backstory and match kind of thing. But yeah. Basically, the second date kind of happens, and it's a really nice one. So I'm trying not to yawn. Oh shit! I did anyway. But yeah, halfway through the second date, they go to an Italian place, and Mark makes kind of a pig out of himself, and like Jason is practically in love. It's quite hysterical. They don't actually go into detail of the dinner. Basically, just that Mark makes a pig of himself, and Jason's kind of just watching the whole thing and listening to like Mark talk with his mouth full. And yeah, basically Jason says to Mark in the first date, I'd love to see some of your sculpture sometimes. And basically in the second date, like Jason says that, like, again, I would love to see some of your sculptures sometimes. And Mark says, well, you know, I'll finish this and then we can go and have a look at my sculptures if you want. I could take you to my place and we can look at the sculptures. And they basically, on the ride to Mark's place, they say, so about what happened the other night. Yeah. Basically, they get to talking about Mark's size, and that he'd always, you know, he'd never had anybody like say that his belly was anything other than just, you know, he's dated smaller guys in the past that have liked him for his size, but they've never said that his belly was a positive thing. They've more like said that he was the big, strong kind of guy that's kind of protective and all that stuff. But they've never actually said that his belly in particular was the thing that they really liked. But that's the thing that Jason really gets his gears going. You know, that's the thing that Jason likes in particular. And that's why he wanted to rub it and hold it and squeeze it and stuff when they were hugging. And that's why Mike was so confused, because basically that's never been a thing. You know, and they have this whole conversation about it in the car. And yeah, basically Jason says that he's always thought that he's been magnificent and that he, you know, to look at. He's always been attractive. And he really likes him, and it's all very sweet and everything. Because, like, until they get to Mark's place, they have this whole moment where basically where Mark is showing him his sculptures, where he sculpts and where his finished products are. And basically they come across this one sculpture. Well, Jason comes across this one sculpture that is basically kind of like a self-portrait sculpture of Mark in this really, really powerful pose with his belly out and stuff like that. And he said, "Oh yeah, I worked on that like 6 months ago because I had a bad breakup that basically made me feel like I wasn't so good with my size. And this is kind of a self-affirmation that I was okay with being the big guy and stuff." And he's like, Jason says something really poetic about the sculpture and how his size is a good thing, basically. I really butchered that because, like I said, it was a really nice bit of speech. And as he's saying that, he's touching the sculpture and rubbing its belly, and also he kind of reaches out and rubs Mark's belly at the same time. And Mark really enjoys it, and it's just enjoying listening to Jason talk about all of the good things about his art, and more while talking about his belly at the same time, which is hysterical and really nice and really touching and so sweet. Like they really do go together. I wish that they weren't just characters in a story. I wish I could watch this as a movie. It's really nice. And then basically, and then they kiss, and they don't really do anything more than Jason rubbing his belly and then them kissing and kind of like them embracing. You know, it's a very, very PG-13 kind of moment. And then basically the story ends with, you know, Mark taking Jason home to his home, and then basically declaring each other boyfriends. You know, because as Jason leaves the van, he says, you know, so what do we call ourselves now? Are we boyfriends? And Mark just says, yeah, because that's kind of his like thing. And he basically says, yeah. He doesn't say yes. He says, yeah. Throughout the entire story, he keeps saying, yeah, you know. and they kind of like smirk at each other, and then they leave. And then Jason leaves the van, and that's where the story ends. And it's like, oh, and it's very clear that the story is ended, you know, because it's made in 4 parts. It's called, you know, it's in the title, part 1 of 4, part 2 of 4, part 3 of 4, and 4 of 4, and then that's it. That's the end of that story. And it's like, I want to have this movie. I want to have this movie. It's so nice. It's got everything that you would expect out of a almost a romantic comedy. You could easily make this a romantic comedy, you know, because you've got like you got the drama of will they, won't they, of his mistake, of his mistake, of the misunderstanding, the nervous, quirky characters, you know, the hot eye candy, you know. I definitely think of Mark, yeah, and like I said, Jason's cute. So, but yeah, they've got all the right personality and stuff. It's great. It's really great. Yeah, it's not a film. It's just a story, and it's really annoying because it's just a story. How is this upload doing? It's got 28 minutes. Oh no, it's got 13 minutes. And this is just the this is going to be just for fuck's sake. So I've got so many tabs open that I don't know where I am. Yeah, this is just going to be the raw footage for the last builder. See, now I've broken my head. Worker hog video from the Tank Club channel. So yeah. Oh boy. The icon for this channel hasn't come up yet on my screen. It's really annoying. Yeah, but no, I read that story while I was I already told myself that I'm not going to do any more live streams tonight, and then I didn't feel tired. I felt tired, and then I didn't feel tired, and now I feel tired again. Isn't that stupid? Yeah. So I read that story while I was trying to be tired. After I ate my donuts. Oh, damn it. See, this is why I don't have my fizzy in here. I drank it all. Excuse me. Your cute smile melts me, Tubbs. I really like that story. Oh, that's very sweet of you, Jeff. Ken, are you still there? Not to dismiss you completely, Jeffrey. I just wanted to know if Ken was still there. Because yeah, I'm going to finish my pipe, and I don't know if it's still on. But yeah, it's a really nice story. I wish I could give you the link. But I can't. Oh, God. But I can't. Oh, actually, no. Wait. Well, I've ruined it for you. I will watch it on DeviantArt. Well. Oh, Jeffrey, you're a moderator. So if I send you. Give me a second. I think I favorited it. I'm not sure though. Oh fuck! I didn't favorite it. Is there like a history? Notices, birthdays. Is there like a history thing I can go on? Oh, come on. I know who did it, so I'm just, if I just find that. There you are. Do you just have a gallery? Seriously. That's so annoying. Gallery, right. Should just be in here. Oh, should just be in here. Oh, fuck's sake. Big, there you go. I found you. So I'm just trying to remember the stupid name. It's probably Maxwell or something like that. I've got a feeling. Marco. Marco. It was Mark. It was Mark. It's not Mark here. Yeah. So I've got the link to this. So if I just cut this, go to Gmail. Send the link to Jeff, and then Jeff, if you can, if you want to, you can put it in the chat because you're a moderator. You can actually do that. I can't do that from here. I don't know why. It's not letting me. Where are you? There we go. You don't have to if you can't. If I follow that link, does it take me to that story? Yeah, it does. I don't think you have to be logged in to be able to view it. Right, if you go to this, it didn't let me do it. I'm trying to post the yeah. If you go to that link, you basically have to type in the the HTTPS dot slash, well, not dot, the hyphen slash at the beginning, and in the spaces it says gamer is it Gamer Rami? You have to put a dot deviantart.com. So in the spaces, but that's the link to it if Jeffrey can't do that. If Jeffrey can't do that, so yeah. But that's the link to the story that I was just saying. So I've ruined it for you both, but hopefully you can get the details in the story. It's worth reading. It's very nice. It's just very, very smooth and pleasant and cool. And we've lost somebody. Did we lose somebody? I think Ken's gone to look at it now. But yeah. I'm so hungry right now. Honestly, it's one of the things that keeps me awake, being really hungry. One of the reasons why I don't sleep. Jesus, from this angle, I look really tired. You can see the my eye wrinkles. But yeah, they need to make it into a movie. It's really nice. So what do you want to talk about while this while the final upload happens? There needs to be more like art. There needs to be more literature like that. You know, I got a feeling that it's kind of it's a little bit lost. You know, but that guy does good stories. That guy that from that link does good stories. He does a great one there. Somebody say something. I'll probably turn the light off now, actually, because it's really bright outside. You do look tired, Tubbs. I'm sure you'll sleep after the stream. I'm sure I will too, but I'm going to go to bed hangry. I'm getting a bit cranky now. Yes, his stories are really good. Have you read them? Or are you just judging that by the fact that I just said that? That's just my opinion. You know? Like, I would have added more atmosphere. You know? He's really good at talking about people, but he's not very good at, like, actually building a good atmosphere. You know, people's dialogue and getting at exposition is really good. Since I love this story very much. Oh, yeah. Oh, seriously, Eyelash? Really? I know I'm tired, but Jesus, do you have to do this to me? Really? I'm waiting for Ken to come back, but I don't think he's going to come back. I don't think he's going to come back in time. I'm going to have to make a new account. Well, fair enough, but I mean, like, I'm pretty sure you can get to that story if you don't have a DeviantArt account. Is it like age restricted? Yeah, it shouldn't be age restricted or anything. You should be able to just find it. Oh, it's nearly processed. And the video is up. For the first video for the Builder Tubbs channel. I'm just finishing this and then I'm probably going to go because I've got no fizzy. Yeah. I don't know what to say now, guys. Yeah, I like this one too. My old plum. It's really nice. I do like the straight stem pipes. A lot of people don't. It's in the gay community. I don't know what it is, but gay pipe smokers tend to prefer bent pipes. I don't understand that. They're awkward to carry in your pocket. I've got an owie on my face. That's great. Just up here. I don't know how I did that. Well, that's done. Yeah. So that video is up. I hope you enjoy it. It's just the raw footage. When I make another video for the Tank Tubs channel, I'll basically do one for this channel first, and then I will do a for this new channel first, and then I will do one for the Tank Tubs channel. So it'll be uploaded at 2 different places. I prefer bent stemmed. Yep. Don't know why. See, it's a weird correlation in the. I keep noticing. I don't know why I keep noticing it. Maybe it's because I know a bunch of gay pipe smokers. Yeah. But no, I like the straight stemmed ones better, to be honest. But you know, I don't mind. I don't really have a preference. I'm just like if I look at my collection, then it's kind of a half and half between 3/4 bent pipes, and because they're bent in things. Thanks, Tubbs, for the drawing. What drawing? Did I send you a drawing? What drawing? They look prettier. Like, maybe? Not really. It's kind of subjective. Jeffrey, what drawing? Did I send you a drawing? No, but I should have sent you this. I just realized I haven't sent you this. And that's going to take forever. That's great. I'm sorry, Tubbs. It's the DeviantArt thing. Yeah, that's the link. I'm pretty sure you can get there even if you don't have a DeviantArt account. If you would like to try it quickly for me, that would be great. But I am going to go now. And I did send you the last drawing because I realized I didn't send you it the last time I did it. So yeah, I just sent that now. Anyway, just my opinion. Yeah, okay. I kind of don't have an opinion on the like aesthetics of pipes. I think they just they all look good in their own right. You know, I mean, there are ones that are works of art, but essentially most of my ones are not works of art. But yeah, and my favorite one, I don't like it because it's prettier. It's just that it's the first one I bought for myself, and it's robust. You know, it feels good in my hand. It doesn't get too hot. It holds a lot of tobacco, so basically I can have it for like an hour or two, maybe. And it's fallen off of a roof of a 4-story building, and it survived. So yeah, it's my favorite. And basically, I want a replacement just in case, like, the stem gets broken or something because of my sharp teeth. But yeah, I'd say it's simple and pretty. It's kind of chubby, and it's kind of short, and it's only a quarter bent. So is that half bent? I don't know. So yeah, but I wouldn't say it's like super pretty or anything. It's simple, short, round, and simple. You know, like me. Both beautiful pipes. Yeah, that's my favorite one. So yeah, that's signs of a good pipe. Yeah, exactly. So it's lasted me for 15 years. So yeah, it's only just going a bit funny now. One side is actually shrinking. I don't know if you can. I dropped my action camera. So yeah, yeah. I don't know if you can tell, but the actual bowl, is sinking on one side. Which I remember my uncle telling me that that's a sign that it's basically that I'm holding it in one side of my mouth too much. But yeah, I just dropped my action camera. Oh, it went in the spider webs. Fuck. I found this out when I dropped my pen in this corner. It doesn't look too bad. It's not super spider webby. It had to go under my desk. It had to fall under my desk. Advantages of having a belly is that basically you can wipe things on it. Yeah, it's working. That's good. I keep it up here because it's like a surveillance camera. I can turn it on with my phone. Anyway, yeah. When am I going to be on stream next? Let me just think. Yeah, when am I going to be on stream next? I might be on stream before I go tonight to dinner, but I'll definitely be on stream after dinner. So essentially, 18 hours time, I'll probably be on stream again. Either be doing a new art piece, or I'll be doing editing. I'll probably be doing editing. So yeah, I might do a live stream test on the new channel. So keep an eye out for that. But then again, I might have to do another announcement on here so that people know that I'm on the other channel. I don't know, because I want to test out if the new channel can do live streaming. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys then. Hopefully, maybe. So yeah, enjoy the story if you can get to it. Until then, oh, stretch. Empty belly rubs. See, it's all squishy because it's so empty. Empty belly rubs and belly salute. And say bye, Tubbs. And I will see you tomorrow. Well, my tomorrow, you know. later. I'll see you guys later. Sleep well, Tubbs. Great big hugs and many snuggles and kisses and many rubs for your face activity. Thank you, dude. Love the tongue. Thank you. And Jeffrey says bye, Tubbs. So I'll hit the goodbye button. Again, catch you in a few hours, probably around about 18. But who knows? Maybe even less than that. Probably less than that. I don't know. Laters.